Hi again, it's Deb James, Holistic Dementia Care Specialist, and I just wanted to come on briefly and let you all know what's been going on. For those of you that don't know, my mother passed away late September, and it's been a journey. There was some drama initially, but everything worked out well. And so today I'm talking about grief. Now, I've had other deaths in my family. My father passed away 5 years ago. My grandmother passed away. Oh, goodness. It's been almost 20 years. But anyway, grief is a strange thing. And I had lots of friends who told me that when you lose your mother, it's different. And although my mother and I were not the best of friends, we bumped heads on a regular basis, but we still loved each other. And I didn't realize what a hole this was going to leave for me. I kind of don't know how to grieve, if that makes any sense. But really, there isn't a specific way to grieve. Everyone grieves differently. So no matter what someone tells you, you grieve the way you need to grieve. And one of the things that I decided to do was just kind of shut down my business and give myself a chance to think about what's happened. Now, I will admit I've had my bad moments. Walking through JCPenney one afternoon and burst into tears, blubbering in the aisles, because that was the last place that I went shopping for my mother before she passed. And that was a place that she used to go. She and I used to go a lot. But this past weekend, I went to some other stores that she liked to go to, and it made me feel good. I mean, it just kind of brought a smile to my face, even with her comments. And I tell you, that is the thing I miss the most. She would make little ugly snide comments a lot. And I know part of that was, excuse me, the dementia. And part of it was just her. But I find myself missing those arguments now. And missing those encounters. But what I want you all to know is that grief is a process. It does take time. It will get better. I'm not going to say it's going to go away, but it will get better. And you will adjust. But do it in your timing. Whatever works for you. Now, there does come a point where something can happen called extended grieving. At least that's what I like to call it, but where someone just never comes out of that grief. And when you hear someone, say that they died of a broken heart, that is that. It has a lot of physiological effects, including affecting your heart function. But otherwise, don't worry about how you're feeling, when you're feeling, and what you're feeling. And take time to take care of yourself. That is the number one thing that I've learned, is I need to take time to take care of myself. And it hasn't been easy because I'm not used to it, but I am doing it, and it is making a difference. Case in point, the election, I worked the election. I am a election judge. And even though I didn't find out the results until the following day because I intentionally came home, my husband and I watched, funny videos because that's what we needed after a day. And, but when I got the information, I was surprisingly calm. I was not as distressed as I was in 2016. And I think part of that is because I'm looking at the long haul. I'm looking at the strategic plan, and what I want to do and what I want to provide, the services I want to provide to others. So it's not something, grief is not something to avoid. That's the second thing you need to know. It's not something to avoid. We all need to grieve. And if you don't grieve, that will lead to other problems, emotional, physical, and spiritual. I know quite a few people who have kind of lost their faith after a death of a family member. And again, it's one of those things where you really need to practice self-care because that's what's going to get you through it. I hadn't planned on it, but this week I'm finding myself wanting to be involved with my business again. So I am starting on some things, and it feels okay now. Mind you, I still cannot go through my mother's clothes and her jewelry and all that. I have not been able to do that. I tried one day, and I just walked out of her room and I said, nope, 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 not happening, not today. I don't know when that will happen. I'm finding it easier to give away small things to people that I know will appreciate them. But it's definitely a process. And I encourage you to go through the process. You will be fine. You will come out on the other side and you will be a lot stronger. So that is my suggestion. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or suggestions for other topics, please let me know. You can respond to this video or you can contact me via social media. All right? So have a wonderful week and happy Thanksgiving to those who observe. And I'll see you next time. All right. Bye.